Did it do anything on your end?
Yeah. See?
Okay, so we are now started, even though we're not prepared.
No problem. I can cut it. I'll cut it for the best parts. I'm happy to be with you. How much time do we have?
Like just like 10,
Okay.
15 minutes.
No problem. You lead me along. I'm prepared.
Okay, 1 second. What I'm doing is lining up what I'm going to say about you.
Okay.
I'm going to read up to the first paragraph. I think that's important.
You see,
Oh my goodness. That's a real one?
a real model.
That's a model. Okay.
That's my brain. My falls apart a lot.
Okay.
I like to show it off.
Okay. Okay. It's not chopping it, so that's okay. I'm going to read from here. Candy in my mouth. I have to get rid of that. Okay, we're going to get started.
Yeah, mine is, I think, on vibrate. So
you ready?
Just let me put my handy fully on my cell phone on off. Because that would not be helpful if that stupid thing starts to vibrate. People think.
Hello, everyone. This is can I record on my side too?
Sure.
Oh, okay. So that's good. I didn't know it had to be just one person. 1 second. Hello, everyone. This is Elaine Jackson from Holistic Project Management Consulting. We are here talking with speakers for our Project Management Technology Conference that was just happening in just about like 10 days away on March 2nd. And we're so excited to have Dr. Christine Sauer here with us. I'd like to share with you a little bit of information so that you know how much expertise she has in her field, how many years she's put into dedicating to understanding the human brain and how it interacts, and how is she going to help us as project managers and technologists do better work. So Dr. Christine is a German-trained physician and a neuropath. She has worked as a family doctor, a dermatologist, an allergologist. Not sure if I said that right. And she's currently working online as a holistic brain and mental health professional, coach, educator, and a consultant. She helps people to optimize their brain and their mental health for high performance. So this is exactly what we need. When I met you last week, I was like, oh my God, I need to keep singing praises like this is what I need. So Dr. Sauer, welcome.
Thank you so much, Elaine. It's my pleasure to be on this summit, and I always like to show off my brain.
All right, everybody. It's not her real brain. It's just a plastic one. I don't even know. Those things are expensive too. I've seen them online,
Oh, yes. Project managers and professionals, don't they like models? This is a model of the real thing.
We do like models, but not like fleshy looking things like that. So let me, what attracted me to you was the fact that a lot of project managers come to me with problems that they have in the workplace, a lot of stress, their body doesn't function properly. And so I know that you're speaking at our summit, and I don't want you to necessarily go into the summit material, but I'd like for you to talk a little bit on the edge of what are some of the things we can do as project managers to reduce the stress. If the manager says get it done and they're paying you big money, you almost feel like you have to go to the edge of the cliff and hang there.
Yeah, that can be extremely scary. And that stress, often we push it into our body and mind because we want to keep it and not express it, because nobody can know how stressed we feel, how anxious we feel, how much we are like a volcano ready to explode, like there's a plug in the top. But at some point, the body needs some outlet. And we can do it by different ways. And many professionals choose as outlet exercise, which is great and healthy, but many also choose to substances like alcohol, marijuana, food, sex, gambling, video games, things like that, to calm that frazzled, anxious brain that they don't know how to calm otherwise.
Wow, wow, wow. I never even thought about that, and it's interesting. You mentioned cannabis, you mentioned marijuana. They have made it legal, which I still don't understand. I, for the life of me, don't understand. I don't go for that. But people do need to figure out a way to calm themselves. And I don't even think people realize. You don't realize you're keyed up. You just think you're doing more. And then when someone says, why you're shaking, you realize, wait a minute, I'm getting a little bit out of control.
Yeah, and then maybe your boss tells you, well, your performance is going down. What's going on? And your wife says, if you don't do something, you snap so easy, you're irritable, you don't want to spend time with us anymore. You spend all day on your computer drinking wine, playing video games. That's a sign. You need to do something. And exactly that's where I do my instant calm formula. It's amazing.
Oh my goodness, my goodness. So there is a couple of marketers out there, and they say one of the marketers says, don't ever let anyone outwork you. You stay up. If you have to stay up 3 days straight, you stay up 3 days straight. It's almost like a military training. You get the job done. So how can we're now competing against bots? This chat GPT, I mean, come on. How can we keep up at that pace?
Well, I played with ChatGPT, obviously, and it's a lot of fun, but it has limitations. And you notice that when you ask it pointed questions or try to make it mad. It's really fun. All the information that we ever need is out there on ChatGPT, on Google. Fine. That's not the issue. The issue is to filter it, to focus on what's important for the job at hand. And that's where we need a very well-functioning brain that is focused and calmly focused on what's important to the job of hand. We need strategic planning skills, good judgment regarding the risks that our jobs involve. You need to be able to manage your emotions so you don't blow up at your boss at the wrong time, or at your wife and maybe end up in jail for domestic violence, or chase a young guy that cut you off in traffic and get up in jail for road rage. It happened. And do not let your decision be made by the stressed, anxious, and worried parts of your brain. And these are all brain functions that need to be optimized here. Our prefrontal cortex and our limbic system, that's a cut in the middle, and it is important. And then, of course, the cerebellum, all the parts work together for our benefit if we harmonize and optimize.
So I know that you are very logical. So can you say with all honesty that you have never lost it? You know the brain so much. Oh, there you go. I got her, everybody. I got her.
Oh, God. Yeah, tell that to my husband. We are together now for 25 years. And he says, when we are 25 years together, I want a medal of bravery. I deserve it. And I say to him, you do. So do I.
Oh, my.
You get it. I look after that.
Oh, my goodness. No, well, the reason I'm asking that is that it's really hard to control when you're stressed out, you lose the control. If you notice when project managers do presentations, the hands are very well placed. They do this. It's like they're doing the TED Talk. Everything is all strategic. But if you catch them at the wrong time, it is a very bad scene. It's yelling, screaming, throwing things, yelling at people. And then there comes the point you have to say you're sorry. And many times other people don't want to hear it. It's like you lost it, and hopefully nobody got hurt. And it's what do you recommend is the best way to stay calm? To stay calm, how do you keep yourself in check? Is that something you have to do every hour? Like check your
Oh,
pulse?
there's different strategies. Number one, the most important thing is prevention. Catch the volcano before it erupts. And for me, the volcano erupted at one time 25 years along in my life. I nearly killed myself, ended up in the mental hospital. I do not want any other person to crash like that. It's not needed. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. So that's it. There's many strategies. One, I teach how to de-stress in 10 minutes in my Instagram formula that I give actually as a gift. The other thing is every minute you can do a little bit an exercise in your mind. And that's what I teach my clients, just a little habit. Just check with yourself how I'm feeling right now, what I'm grateful for. Right now, what can I say to myself? Take one deep breath. You can do that. It becomes a habit.
I believe that what's driving, and I can only speak for myself, but when I talk to other people who are in business, it's the same thing. I want to make 6 figures, 7 figures, 8. You're never happy. I remember once getting a check from a client, which was something like 15,000. And I should have been like overjoyed, make pictures of it, put it everywhere. I was like, I could do better. And I almost had to slap my own hand for not being grateful. It was like, this is a good size check. And all I could think was, it could have been 20,000 had I billed them the proper way. It is stupid. It's this.
No. You know what you just did? You called yourself a name. Stupid. That's not helpful. Now, truthful. We all are humans. We all make mistakes. Nobody is perfect. Nobody ever is perfect. Just ask my husband. He can tell you all about my imperfections. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, we won't. No, he wouldn't dare. He would
he
not
would.
dare.
He would. He doesn't care. But it's fine. I'm very open. I'm not perfect. And I tell my client that I'm not perfect either. And I do make mistakes. And it's okay. And we can learn to love ourselves in spite of all the mistakes. And we can learn to accept ourselves where we are. And we can learn a gratitude habit. I wrote a book, a little journal, my daily sparkle of gratitude, to help develop that gratitude muscle, because it actually has a calming effect on the whole brain by balancing the cerebellum and balancing the whole brain. It has been proven by Dr. Amen, who is my mentor and I'm on his teaching team, and he shows it in his brain scans how being grateful balances the whole brain as opposed to being fearful. It's amazing. It's wonderful. And you can feel it. And I teach a technique that I call havening techniques. It's not very well known, but it really puts your brain in a safe haven of calmness, inner peace, of love. It's wonderful. And once you learn that technique and apply it to you every day, there's no need anymore to explode. You have other ways to express your emotion. Yes, you need better communication techniques, maybe. All the other things are very helpful. It's a combination that will give you the success that you desire. And then suddenly you will get your check for $100,000. Why not? Money is a form of energy. You want it flowing back to you.
That is true. That is true. I cannot wait to work with you. I cannot wait to see what programs you're coming up with. It would be awesome if you did like a retreat somewhere, going out into the woods, into the forest somewhere, just communing with nature and just clean up.
That sounds like a great idea. We have wonderful retreats here in Nova Scotia where I live. Wonderful natural areas. I know a few people that would be very suitable for that.
Wow. Awesome. So one last thing. Can you share with us one thing that people would sign up when they sign up to the conference and they say, Dr. Christine Sauer, what should I go to her session or not? What is the one thing you can say that will make people say, I've got to come to this session?
Well, what I can say is the feedback has been that nobody ever left session with me without learning something that was important to his life, sometimes even transformational, because my sessions are all about you. And I want to meet you. I love people. I love myself too, but I love people and I love the world at large. And my purpose is to make a difference for each.
Awesome. Awesome, 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 awesome. Well, thank you so much, Dr. Sauer. How can we reach you before the summit? Is there an email that you can send us to, or website? Is it your name as the website?
No, when you Google Dr. Christine Sauer, you can find me, but you can also go to docchristine.com, which is my website, or send me an email at info@5D for 5-dimensional wellness.org. I'm easy to find. When you put my name into Google, you'll find me.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. Dr. Sauer, thank you so much. I know you told me to call you Christine. I so much respect people's education and the things that have accomplished. So don't feel bad if I keep calling you doctor. I take you to my heart. I really enjoy you, but I do love calling you Dr. Sauer. So thank you. We look forward to seeing you at the summit. Everyone, make sure that you sign up for Dr. Sauer's session. You will not be disappointed. Thank you again, Dr. Sauer.
Excellent.
Okay, I stopped my recording.